What's going on, guys? This is Charismo, and this is the Elemental Dragons, or as they are known, the Dragon Rulers in TCG. Um, it's a really good deck. They basically like, I don't know, you never run out of cards, I guess. You can always special summon, and just the point of the deck is basically to corner somebody and push them down and not let them get up. So it's a really hard deck that people are definitely going to use. That's going to be difficult for the average player to get over. This is a deck I made. It was a quick one. I was searching on YouTube for you have no clue how long to try to make this video and put something up on DDA on how to learn it. It's basically what I'm going to say here. But yeah, it's an awesome deck. I probably already said it 15 times, but it just never gives up. I guess we'll go through the effects first. Now, they all have the basic same effect for the first part, so yeah, I'm just going to have to read this real quick, because it applies to all the Dragon Rulers. So, if this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can banish a total of 2 wind and or dragon type monsters from your hand and or graveyard, except this card. Special summon this card. During your opponent's end phase, if this card was special summoned, return it to your hand. So yeah, as it says under here, wind, it only applies to their attributes. So let's say Tempest, of course, it's wind, so you're going to have to banish a total of 2 wind monsters. But for Dragon Ruler of Boulders, Redox, you're going to have to banish a total of 2 earth monsters. Again, you don't have to do that. You can just banish 2 dragon type monsters also, so which makes it much more consistent. So yeah, if you look like this at the Redox card from back here, without looking over here to my left, it sort of looks like something from Tim Burton would make, because it looks like a scary little cat. I thought that was a little weird, but yeah. Now let's get into Tempest effect. Yeah, you can discard this card and add 1 wind monster from the graveyard, add 1 dragon type monster from your deck to your hand. If this card is banished, you can add 1 wind dragon type monster from your deck to your hand. You can only use 1 Tempest Dragon Ruler of Storm's effect per turn, and only once that turn. So, for example, if you wanted to, let's say, special summon this card, and you have 3, you have 2 Tempests already in your hand, and you want to special summon 1. You can basically take those 2 Tempests, banish them, but their effects won't both happen. Only one will, because it only happens once per turn, and only that turn. But and not only that turn, it can happen each turn you have if you do it over and over again. But what I'm trying to say is you can't just banish 2 and expect 2 effects to go off, because that doesn't work. I was hoping, but it doesn't. Same with all of these guys like Blaster, Redox, and Tidal. It's all the same effects, basically. Well, not all the same effects, they have their certain effects, but what I'm trying to say is the first part and the end part is basically the same. But the effect in the middle is, they have your own unique effect. So Tempest is your Searcher, Redox is your, Reborn, basically, and Blaster is your, Raikou. And basically, yeah, and yeah, etc. Basically, so yeah, start off. Tempest is a great card. As I read, you can search out a dragon type monster from your deck. it's really good. So yeah, you have to banish one wind monster and discard this card to the grave. Add one dragon type monster from your deck. So you can basically add Red Eyes Dark Metal Dragon because it has dragon in its name, and so you can just like kill everybody with it. Yeah, so that's really good. As I said, Redox is a reborn, so once effect, the same effect. If this card is in your hand or grave, you can banish a total of 2 Earth monsters and or Dragon type monsters from your hand and grave, except this card. Special summon this card during your opponent's end phase. If this card is special summoned, return to your hand. So you can basically recycle. So you can discard this card and add 1 Earth monster to the grave, then target 1 monster in your graveyard, special summon that target. Really good. Yeah, really good. It's Reborn. Monster Reborn. That's it. Blaster is, again, I said Raikou, basically destroy it. You don't have to flip it, but it basically just, it's like a little mini Dark Hole that only targets 1 monster. So yeah, Raikou. Yeah, you discard 1 fire. Yeah, I'm thinking you know what the deal is right now. Now let's go to the babies. You want to hear titles? I don't think I went over titles. You can discard this card and 1 water monster to the grave. Send this 1 monster from your deck to the graveyard. So typically, if you want to OTK, if you have the possibility, which sometimes you really do, you can send, let's say, you probably would want to send a blaster, if you did, to the grave, and then use Redox's effect, get that in on the field. So yeah, to get a big beater on the field if you want to do that, or you could do Red Eyes Darkness Metal. Yeah, so it's really good. Yeah, I can't even. The deck's really powerful. Okay, now to like the mini baby dragons, as I call them. Burner, the dragon ruler of sparks. I find their names sort of cute because they're just like the mini baby dragons that. Oops, sorry, I just banged into like 15 things. So yeah, they're basically the mini dragons that have like cute names that are less ferocious than their, I guess, grown-up parents. I guess I call them. For Burner, you can discard this card and 1 dragon type or fire monster, special summon 1 blaster, dragon ruler of infernos from your deck. You cannot attack this turn. You can only use this effect of Burner, dragon ruler of sparks, 1 per turn. So yeah, just another cool thing. You can basically get all your monsters out 15,000 different ways. It's so easy. So yeah, I run 3 of them. I run 3 of basically all the big guys because they're just, you have to. It's just an obligation basically. So yeah, Burner. Alright, now for Lightning, I'm thinking you get what their effects are. They're basically the same thing, just with different names and attributes, but I'll read them anyway. You can discard this card and 1 dragon type or wind monster, special summon 1 Tempest from your deck. You cannot attack this turn. You can only use the effect of Lightning, Dragon Ruler of Drafts, once per turn. So yes, this is for Tempest. Let's see. Burner is for Blaster, and let's. And here's Stream. Stream is for Title. I run only 1 of them because I really don't use Redox and Stream that much, but I can always get them out different ways. So yeah, it doesn't really matter. But in OCG, everyone basically runs 2 of each baby dragon. I did my research. So yeah, they started showing up pretty, like, I don't know, these pretty current. They started all spamming Elemental Dragons out. It used to be Prophecy that was boss, but now Elemental Dragons are bigger than Prophecy in OCG, so that's pretty cool. Just a little fact. Stream, same thing. Title from your deck. It cannot attack this turn. You can only use Stream's effect once per turn. Same thing with Pebbles. I call them Pebbles. It's Reactin, I think. So yeah, you can discard this card and one dragon or earth monster, special summon one Redox. You cannot like attack. It cannot attack this turn, and yeah, you can only use its effect once per turn. So yeah, here is where it gets sort of interesting for my combos. Eclipse Wyvern, I think. I'm terrible with the names. So yeah, if this card is sent to the graveyard, banish one level 7 or higher light or dark dragon type monster from your deck. If this card is in the graveyard, it is banished. You can add the monster banished by this effect to your hand. So you can banish one level 7 or higher. So yeah, it's really good. It's gonna work really good for this deck. So yeah, you'll find out why. And actually, you're going to banish Lad because it goes with the combo. So now I'll tell you the combo right now. So you basically start off with a baby dragon, anyone really, and then you can discard that baby dragon in a wyvern, an eclipse wyvern, to make, like, let's say one of the elemental dragons that the babies make. And then wyvern effect activates, banishing Lad because it's in the grave. Then you activate the another elemental dragon in your hand effect, and so you banish like a baby dragon in your grave, and you banish Eclipse, and then you special summon the big elemental dragon, and then you get Wyvern's effect to add Lad to your hand. Then you overlay the two two dragons that are on your field for Dracosac. Yeah, so you do that, and then you get his tokens, which is 2. Then you ditch the tokens for a Lad. Great move, basically. I'll read you Lad's effect. It cannot be special summoned. While face up on the field, this card is also dark. Dark attribute. Once per chain during either player's turn, when a spell card, trap card, or monster effect is activated, this card loses exactly 500 attack and defense, and the activation is negated. When this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, target one monster in your graveyard. If any, destroy all cards you control. Also special summon that monster, if any. So yeah, it's good. Lad, Dracosac really works well together. It's probably the best combo you can get, and you can usually get it on first turn. It's really easy to trap the opponent in the corner with this deck. So yeah, now for spells, I run Super Rejuvenation. During the end phase of the turn you activate this card, draw one card from deck for each dragon type monster you discard from your hand or tribute this turn. So this card is going to get limited because in this deck it's you know what I'm trying to say. Like, for each of these cards you can discard and do tons of stuff as like tributing, discarding to get them. It's so good in this deck, Super Rejuvenation, because you can draw like at least maybe 2 cards probably. So yeah, that's a thing that you have to run at 3. Then I run the stables, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, 3 MST, Reborn, and One Day of Peace. Just get my combo pieces ready and prepared, and just give me a break once in a while and I can draw one card. This, banish one level 7 monster from your hand, so you'll get their effects, and you can draw 2 cards. So yeah, I run 3 of them, and return from a different dimension. Pay half your life points, special summon all your removed play monsters as possible. During the end phase, remove these from play, all monsters that were like special summon. So yeah, that's really good. You sometimes have like 7 monsters in your banished little spot, so if you special summon like as many as you can dude, your opponent's dead. So yeah, guys, this is my little thing, little, I guess, lesson on Elemental Dragons. I hope you enjoyed it.